Okay, I'll be doing many more videos on how to repair appliances. So subscribe. Hit the like button if you like the videos. And comment good or bad. Also, if I use a part to repair the appliances, I'll put a link in the description so you can buy from this channel. Let's get started. First thing we want to do is unplug the power cord for safety reasons. Today's project will be replacing a evaporator fan or evap fan on this Frigidaire side-by-side refrigerator. Okay, we're going to slide the auger assembly out and slide the upper shelf. And what we're going to do now is remove the ice maker. You need a 1/4 inch nut driver or electric screwdriver with a 1/4 inch on it, and loosen the 2 screws, and you're going to lift the ice maker above the screws, disconnect the wiring harness and pull it on out. And that's how you disconnect. You just push those 2 tabs, it opens up and slide out. Now the auger motor, you need these 2 screws removed, 1/4 inch head screws with a nut driver. They have been removed. As you can see on the left and right, they have been removed. And what you're going to do is lift up on this auger motor. They're hooked up on 2 brackets and pull out, but also disconnect the wire harness. 2 wiring harnesses for the ice maker as well as the auger motor. And there your wire harness right there that comes out. So once you disconnect that, you're going to lift up on the motor, which is kind of heavy. Be careful and slide it on out. So pretty much has a lot of parts that has to be removed to get to the evap fan. So basically showing you all what has to be removed out of the freezer section to get to that fan. And it's really not hard. A little time consuming, but really not hard. Most of them are 1/4 inch screw. All of them are 1/4 inch screws that you have to remove. So that's a good thing. So all of them have been removed, as you can see. Now you have the 2 panels that have to be removed, which are mounted with, again, 1/4 inch screws. The bottom one goes on last. The upper one goes on first. So, and all you basically have to do is remove the screws and slide the panels out. You got an upper and lower panels to cover the fans and the thermostats and the heaters and the coil. So yeah, I think there's 4 screws at the bottom and I believe 5 at the top. The 4 screws at the bottom have been removed, and it will reveal the fan, evap fan, the heater, and the thermostat. And you have, I believe, 5 1/4 inch screws at the top. And you can use a nut driver or a electric screwdriver with a 1/4 inch drive on it. Really simple, not hard at all. Once you remove the screws, you're going to lift up on the panel and it should slide off pretty easy without any problem. And there you go. And there goes your fan, evap fan. You got your ground that has to be removed. That's the heater. Defrost heater with 2 connections have to be removed, and your thermostat, as well as you got to unplug the power source to get the fan out. Okay, I'm disconnecting the dryer heater. I disconnected the ground. And I'm gonna push that thermostat back, which clips onto the copper line. And we're gonna unplug the power source right there. That should free up there you go, free up the fan there. Here's your fan assembly. Now I'm gonna release the harness off the fan. I'm using a screwdriver to remove the harness, as well as the ground has to also be removed. And we just pull off the fan blade, just slide it off. Sound pretty good, but you just give it a good tug and to slide off. Now with the plastic bracket, you're going to have to push the bracket in and move the lever in, slide it back out, because it's clipped onto the frame of the fan. So you have to push in, squeeze in, and pull out. And there's your motor. You got your motor off. Okay, that's how you remove the motor. And basically I'm showing you here how the clip with the pressure, it locks the fan in place and it makes it secure, so it's really tight. So you have to push pretty hard to get that clip off, because it makes sure that this fan's staying in place. And that's how it grips the sides of the frame. Okay, replacing the fan. Make sure the fan's on, being installed the right way. This is the rear of the fan. Now I'm putting the clips. You always put the rubber grommet on the back of the fan. That'll lock it in place. And then you put your plastic mounting bracket in. And this is where I say you have to really push hard to lock it in both sides to make sure it's secure. So push down really hard, and once you push it down low enough, you'll be able to lock the clip around the frame of the fan housing. Okay, we got it. Now we want to reinstall the wire harness, make the connection, make sure they secure and tight. And you want to slide the ground back on. Ground is the green wire. And I see that the back of the motor was a little off. The rear rubber grommet wasn't completely on, so I'm just kind of adjusting it better. And really wasn't that much of a problem. You see, the rubber grommet was kind of sticking in a awkward position, but I straightened it out there. Now just slide the fan on, push it in really tight, make sure it's on secure, and spin the blade to make sure it's not hitting the housing, and that it will spin freely once it's mounted back into the refrigerator. Okay, we're going to reinstall the fan. Always remember the motor's at the bottom and the fan is at the top. So that sits there. Now I'm plugging the power source back in. And I'm connecting the thermostat back onto the copper fittings. And then there I am clipping back the defrost heater connections on the left and the right, and sliding the ground to the metal to make sure that it is grounded. So you have your power plug, your thermostat, your defrost heater, and your ground hooked up. Your upper panel has been installed. Lower panel has been installed. Lower side rails have been installed. Lower drawer has been installed. Glass has been installed. Top glass has been installed. Your middle side rails have been installed. Your basket has now been installed. Upper rails have been installed. Your upper glass has been installed. And your auger motor mounts have been installed to the right there. And auger motor mount to the left has been installed there. And your auger motor bracket mounts in the back have been installed. There's your harness right there. When installing the auger motor, make sure you plug that in first, or you're gonna have to remove it and remount it. There's where your motor goes in. You slide the harness into there, and here's your motor. Those two hooks goes right onto those brackets right there with the square. Those hooks go right into those squares right there. You lift up and you slide those two hooks inside those squares, and that'll mount the auger motor. And there you have it mounted. And you can see the ice maker harness ready to be connected also. That harness goes to the ice maker. And there's the ice maker part that connects it to. So you're gonna wanna put those two hinges there. Goes on to the screws as I did before. So first thing you want to do is hook up the ice maker harness and then slide the ice maker onto those two screws. The bottom part is wide, so the head of the screw will screw in there and it slides down to a narrower part, and then you mount the two screws into place to secure the ice maker. In this view, you can't see it, but underneath the auger motor in the back, the two screws that we took out, the 1/4" screws, had to be mounted to keep the auger motor mounted. And now I slide the auger motor ice bucket in, and we're done. Okay, I'll be doing many more how-to step-by-step videos on how to repair appliances. So hit the like button, comment, good or bad, subscribe to the station so you can see these videos. And if I am using a part to repair the appliance, a link will be in the description. so you can buy from this channel. Have a good one.